A pot of gold coins uncovered in Turkey could have been the life savings of an ancient Greek mercenary. Experts say the ongoing excavation of an ancient Greek city in western Turkey has uncovered artifacts and archaeological remains dating as far back as the 5th century BC, including a pot filled with an undisclosed number of valuable gold coins that was hidden away for more than 2,000 years. Researchers discovered the stash in Notion, an 80-acre fortified city that was occupied from about the 6th century BC to the 1st century AD, found buried likely intentionally beneath the floor of a 5th century BC courtyard house. The fortune could tell the story of an ancient mercenary soldier during those conflict-ridden times, according to a news release from the University of Michigan. The discovery of such a valuable find in a controlled archaeological excavation is very rare, said excavation leader Dr. Christopher Ratt, professor of ancient Mediterranean art and archaeology at the University of Michigan and director of the Notion Archaeological Project, in the release. No one ever buries a hoard of coins, especially precious metal coins, without intending to retrieve it. So only the gravest misfortune can explain the preservation of such a treasure. The site includes the typical features of an ancient Greek city, such as a theater, temples, townhouses, and a marketplace. Notion sat largely untouched and unexplored for thousands of years until about a decade ago when Ratt and a team of researchers began the process of aerial surveying and mapping the visible remains of the city found to be from the Hellenistic era 323 BC to 30 BC. But when the researchers started their excavation in 2022, aiming to study the remains not visible above ground, they made a thrilling discovery. Under the foundation of a large courtyard townhouse from the Hellenistic era were the remains of an older house with pottery fragments within its walls dating to the 5th century BC, according to the release. The researchers then found the hoard of coins buried beneath the floor in the older house. The artifacts tell the story of those residing in the city, not just during the period between Alexander the Great's reign and the Roman Empire, but also of hundreds of years earlier when tension was high between the Greek civilization and the Persian Empire. Persian derricks for a soldier. The newly found coins are from the reign of the Persian Empire, 6th century BC to about 330 BC, and are known as Persian derricks for the kneeling archer on the front of the coin that depicts Persian King Darius. Like most ancient coins from the 6th to 4th century BC, this currency does not have dates on it, posing a challenge for researchers looking to pinpoint when it was produced, said Dr. Peter Van Alphen, chief curator at the American Numismatic Society, who was not part of the excavation. Several enormous hoards of derricks have been found in the past, numbering thousands of coins, but these were not found by archaeologists, so the coins were dispersed and the hoard context was lost forever, Van Alphen said in an email. The fact that this derrick hoard was found in a controlled archaeological excavation is rare. The archaeological context of this hoard could provide an absolute dating peg for certain types of derricks. For around the 200 years the coins were in production, they had minor stylistic changes that researchers have attempted to put in chronological order, Ratt said. Discovering coins alongside external dating evidence allows scientists to understand how this coin had a high intrinsic value for the time. It's unclear what exactly the valuable coin was used for. One guess is that it was a way of paying mercenaries, Van Alphen said. One gold coin would have been the equivalent of a month's salary for a mercenary soldier, according to the University of Michigan. Silver coins were more commonly used for daily expenses, such as going to the store. Those were known as Persian silver sigloi, 20 of which would equate to one gold coin. The fact that this hoard was found in a house suggests that whatever the intended purpose of those producing derricks, they were being used in this case as a store of wealth, Van Alphen said. Because of the gold coin's high value, it was far more efficient to store wealth in gold coins than in silver, he added. As for why the owner never returned to retrieve the gold, Ratt proposed it could be indicative of Notion's place as a frontier between the Greek civilization and Persian Empire during centuries of conflict. Several scenarios could have led to the coin's abandonment, he suggested, including one in 427 BC, when an Athenian general attacked and massacred a group of mercenaries for Persia. Another such clash occurred during the end of the 5th century BC when the Spartan navy defeated Athenians in a battle and they had to evacuate the city, he added. It is also possible the cash could have belonged to some prosperous citizen hoping to one day live like a king, such as the enormously wealthy Pythias, an ancient Greek architect, did, who had some vermilion derricks in his coffers, as recounted by Herodotus, Van Alphen said.